Yes, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yes. Soon we are starting. And today our training is very simple. As usual, how to use our signals. That is it. That is our topic for today. How to use signals. That's what we are going to handle. That means in case you have got any new person, invite them. Just make sure you invite them and don't miss, because within 3 minutes we are getting started. Within 3 minutes, we are getting started. So use this time, make sure that all your new people, they are here. Okay, now I would like someone to comment with the name of the country where you are coming from. Just make sure you comment. Just go in chat and tell us where you are. Just go in chat and tell us where you are. Just make sure you go in the chat and tell us where you are. We want to see which country is going to dominate most. We want to see which country is going to dominate most. People are doing business, but some countries, they are serious in business. That Hey, right, right. I'm here. Someone was saying we cannot see you. Someone was saying that we cannot see you. I'm here. And today I'm the teacher of the day. Not because I understand more than anyone who is here, but simply because I believe in myself. And whenever there's an opportunity, I'm willing to take it. Right now, let me go through the name of the country. I'm going to read one by one. I can see someone joining from Ghana, then Uganda, UAE, Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana, Fort Portal, Uganda, Ghana, Everest from Rwanda, Cedric from Nairobi, Kenya, United Arab Emirates, Kampala, Uganda, Nairobi, Kampala, Kampala, Joseph. This is Joseph from Uganda, then Nigeria, Dubai, Nigeria, US. This is the United States of America. Then Kampala, UK. Right. I think without any doubt, you all agree with me that Uganda first, then Nigeria second, and the rest follow. Not so? Yes, that is it. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mubiru Aspirito. I come from Uganda, Masaka. I'm a businessman. And hey, I've seen Stephen all the way from Afghanistan. You are most welcome, Stephen. All right. So I've been here. Now I'm counting more than 3 years because I got started in this business. It was 2021 through my best friend who introduced me to this amazing business opportunity. I remember by then I wanted something that I can do, and then at least I earn a living. So I remember when I was getting started in this business, my aim was not to become rich or to make or to collect a lot of money. My aim was to earn just a living. But guess what? After 1 month in the business, I realized that people were making serious money. And then that caused me to humble myself and learn the business as soon as possible. What I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm enjoying what I never expected to enjoy, because the business is so amazing. Think about the business that can pay you when you're at home. Think about the business where you don't need to worry about money on each and every day. Okay? Think about a business whereby, as others are complaining of high taxes, high rent, and so on, for you are enjoying free money. Nothing is deducted from your earnings, and you are enjoying all your money 100%. That's the kind of a business we are living in, or we are having here. However, with Royal Chu, ladies and gentlemen, today is simplified. I remember when I was starting during my initial days, we used to do what we call guesswork. We used to trade on guesswork, because I remember by then we never had this system whereby leaders can prepare for you a good coin to enter and make money. What we know by then is how to buy a coin. That's all. We could not sit down and make any analysis about a coin, whether it will give money or not in the short term or long term. We just used to just open radio, buy anyhow. By today, if you are listening to me, and if you are just starting Royal Chu, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there has never been a good chance like what we have today. Okay? So, through struggles and trials and errors, that is how leaders came out with this policy of using signals. And according to me, and if you've been following, you've seen that there are so many people are making money, even their first day, their first week, their first month, and so on. So my role today is simple, is to show you how can you go about it. How can I start? How can I start trading with a signal? I always remind you, this is just a reminder, that before you think about using a signal, you must have capital. Okay? And here, we've got a challenge, because today people are not differentiating between capital for using, or capital and total asset. I always see people are complaining that I have, let me say, 200 USDT, but my robot is not buying. And when you try to look closely, you find that the money they are talking about, it is in assets already. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, you must know the amount of capital you are having. When I talk about capital, that could be the money in USDT. If you are using USDT payer, if you're going to use BTC payer, you must have some money in BTC. If you're going to use Ethereum payer, then you must have money in Ethereum. If you're going to use USDC, then you must have money in USDC. That's all. But according to my observation, the majority of us, we are using USDT payers. Meaning, if I'm to go about using signals, I must make sure that I know the amount of money that I'm having in USDT in my exchanger. That one, I'm done. I think next time you will not come on group when you are complaining as your robot has failed to buy. Then too, you must make sure that this is just a reminder. It's not about the topic I'm going to talk about. I'm just reminding you what you should first check, and then you're ready to go. So that is it. Plus fuel fee, plus the money you are going to use as a fuel fee. Meaning, if I'm going to trade any coin, or if I'm going to place any order, my robot, it should have at least 2 and above in terms of asset. That is it. So You should not always drain your YouTube account. You should leave some money, especially if you are going to trade. Then two, ladies and gentlemen, after that, then how to start. That's the topic. Because these coins are given for free on our groups. And if you are not in those groups, make sure that today you make sure you are at least in one of them. There are also even Telegram channels. Even on Telegram, we have got like 2 or 3 groups whereby each and every single day leaders are sharing these signals for everyone. Meaning, if you are in our business and we're working with the crypto ambassadors and we're not making money, never blame anyone. Because we've done more than what you need. Make sure that every person who is joining our group or our team, they win, or we win together. That is why we've got those. Someone is asking me, how can we join the groups? Like for now, let me share for the, I'm going to share for Telegram. I'm going to share Telegram. Telegram. I'm going to give you a link for Telegram. If you are interested in using our signals or in accessing our signals each and every single day. Okay? If you are interested in accessing our signals each and every single day, make sure that you are in one of our groups. So when I go on chat, I'm going to share this link on chat. So you can check, tap and join the Telegram for free. No one is going to charge you. You know, that is it. That is it. That is it. I've shared the link. I think you've also got it. Now it's time to take you through how to start. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to take you through on how to start the journey. Yeah. On how to start the journey of using any signal. Okay? You excuse me where I'm sitting right now. I've got some noise from background and nothing I can do, because if I'm to change the location, then I need more than 30 minutes to go out of the city, which is very impossible now. So you endure with it, but all in all, we must make this one done. All in all, I have to make it done. So before I get started, I just want to confirm whether I'm loud and clear. If you are saying I'm loud and clear, please chat with us or type 1. If you are saying I'm loud and clear, if you are saying I'm loud and clear, okay. All right. That is all. That is all. That is all. Yeah, someone. Huh? I'm not lost. I'm not lost. I'm here. I was checking to see whether I'm loud and clear. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share my screen. Allow me to share my screen, and then I show you how you can go about using any signal. For instance, when I go to our youth Telegram group, I think you can see that all the time leaders are sharing links. Do you see the signals? Do you see? They are very many in number, meaning it is, excuse me, meaning it is your capital that can limit you. It is your capital that can limit you. It is your capital that can limit you to trade. But as a team, yes, we are ready to serve you up to your maximum. As a team, we are ready to serve you up to your maximum. So this is it. Now, for instance, this one is a signal. This one is a signal. Do you see? And whenever you are going to enter any signal or to use any signal, the first step is to check the time of arrival. Okay? The first step is always time. Let me see. Someone was requesting to record. But before, I would like to see those who would like to be my co-host. If you'd like to be my co-host, raise up the hand. If you would like to be my co-host, you want to work together with me, please raise up the hand and all right. Just as usual. Let me make you my co-host. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now others, they are saying, what if you go off? And I don't know what to say. Okay. That is it. That is it. Now let me share my screen. Using a signal is the most easiest part ever. What is difficult is to prepare a signal, because with it, it takes some knowledge and time. But using signal, even a younger kid can use it the moment you show them how to feed the royal chew with the information. Okay? This is the signal now. I've been telling you that always you should first check on the time. Like now it is 10 past some minutes, meaning I'm late. If I'm to use this signal, I'm late. That is if I don't know how to check it by myself. But in case you know how to check it yourself, when they drop any signal, you have to first get the name of the pair of the signal. This is the ADA USDT. That means I can first check ADA USDT and see how it is in the market. However, the majority are new. Now, if the majority are new, always they are telling us, sometimes I see people, whenever they are sending signals, they say, don't enter after 5 minutes. Meaning, 5 minutes should be the maximum time one should take before you enter any signal. Then, like now it is 10, it means I'm late, I cannot enter this signal. Because the market, all of us, we know that the market is not always constant. The market is always in motion. If I don't enter instantly and I delay, I can enter when the market has started moving down. Remember, these signals, they are given to us after analyzing some or a certain upward movement. That means if you join late, you will find that when the upward movement has ended. or the uptrend has ended and we've started the downtrend. That is what most people face. You know why most people are facing floating loss, especially those who are using signal? Simply because they are entering in downtrend movement. They delay to enter. By the time they enter any signal or our signals, it is time for now downtrend movement. And how can you avoid that situation? And now you start winning big. That is when you've mastered how to analyze it by yourself. But let's say you've not yet understood or you've not yet learned how to analyze it by yourself. Always make sure you don't exceed 3 minutes. So that one calls you to be alive. That one calls you to be alert. So after confirming that I'm in time, then I'm going to check the pair of a signal. This one is ADA, meaning I'll just go on my Royochu like this. I'll just go to my Royochu like this, and I look for ADA. I'm going to look for ADA. This is the step ADA. Why is it that on mine I don't see ADA? Oh, it is network. Yes, ADA. It is here. When I get it, I always ask you this question. Why is it that even last time I asked you, why is it that whenever I open any signal, whenever I open any pair, whenever I open any coin, this is the first page? Why do you think that this is the first page where you can see the candles plus some indicators and so on? Why do you think so? Let me see the answers. Why is it that whenever you are going to trade any signal, this is the first page? Who can tell us the benefit? Do you see? I can see. You see? Hope now you see. If you delayed to enter, now you see the journey, we've started dropping. Now we've started dropping. According to my indicators, the Bolingo and the MACDs. Now, imagine if I enter this signal. Do you see how I'm going to drop? And I stay in this coin for longer until it will move again up. That is why. Let me see whether people are getting it right. Why do you think that this is the fastest? Let me see. That is where the technical analysis takes place. They want to show you in real time that the market is changing. Thank you very much, Mr. Mwau. Mawamvu. Mr. Mawamvu. Others, they don't know. Me, I don't care about the majority. Since Mawamvu and but I entered it on time, but it has not sold. My friend, you are still on it. My friend, that is why we are telling you always learning how to make your personal analysis. Do you see? If it has not yet sold, according to me, if you enter this coin, it has not yet sold. You see, it has started dropping. Even when I check from 4 hours, check the 4-hour frame. Do you see? The coin is already in overbought area, meaning it is too risky. It is too risky. That is what I will teach. It is too risky to enter this coin now. It can give you money, but it is too risky because the moment it drops from this side up to here, you can live in this coin like over a month when you are 30 days when you are in this coin. That is my assumption. Even when I check from 1 day, do you see the 1 day? 1 day is just starting, but I cannot rely on it. The moment I find that the 4-hour frame is showing me downtrend, this one I just forgo and I wait another one. However, we are in a long-term investment, not a short-term investment. Meaning, even when it takes long to sell, it will sell. Don't worry, nothing you will lose. You just lose the waiting time. So that is it. I think now you've seen that as you are entering a coin, Royalty is giving you free signals, free indicators here where you can use pick to and see and check the coin by yourself, such that you don't blame Royal Chu. You know, I've seen traders here who are so good in blaming Royal Chu as it is failing in its selling. Yet they are the one who always command Royal Chu that never sell my coin before it hits this percentage. Now, when it's raised to sell, you go ahead and blame Royal Chu. And I wonder, because at first Royal Chu gives you this page, such that you enter that coin when you understand well. Let me use that layman's language. Why Royal Chu gives you this page, such that you enter this coin when you are using all your knowledge. That is it. Now, after this page, then we are going to go to the second page. You see this second page? You see this second page? Now, some people, when they reach here, they just press. Some people make a mistake. When they reach here, they just press activate. No, it is wrong. If you're going to use signals, because with the signals, remember there are some settings you need to insert, like the call drop. Like here, they give us 3 call drops. You see, take a profit. You enter the current price, call back, and so on. That means I have to insert all these. I have to use all these settings on this coin. That's why I have to click on what we call trade setting, so that I go on this manual page where I can edit everything. So the first step is to determine the first buy-in amount to use. I always tell you, I always simplify it for you, that your first buy should be the amount of money one can leave in the market, or you can leave to stay in the market for longer term. That's all. Can I repeat it for you? How do you determine the first buy-in amount? The first buy-in amount should be the amount of money one can leave to stay in the market for longer term. That's all. If I find that I can be more patient with the $10, then I'm going to put here 10. If I find that I can be more patient with the $5, then I'm going to put 5. Such that if the market goes the opposite, like for now, when I check with the other, you don't complain. You don't develop good pressure, because you are trading with all your money. Okay? Why should we use at least the smallest percentage of our capital, such that if the market goes against us, we still have more potential to buy the same coin again, or even going back and buy another coin? I don't know whether someone is following. Let me see. If you are understanding this point, please type 2. If you are understanding this point, type 2. If you are understanding that point, please type 2, because I've said that how do I determine? Some people always ask their uplines or their leaders to determine for them the first buy-in amount. But I've told you, always your first buy-in amount should be the amount of money that you can leave to stay in the market for longer term. That's all. Yes, Asimwe Dennis is saying your leader told you a half of your capital. That is your leader. And I'm the one now. Okay? Your leader told you a half of your capital. Now, it's not so different from mine. because even me I've told you, always your first buy in amount should be the amount of money one can live to stay in the market for longer term. Meaning, you should always use the first buy equivalent to the amount of money that can't cause you to complain, that can't cause you to develop pressure, that can't cause you to be worried as the market is going the opposite. That is it. So I'm not different from your leader. Your leader, for him, was too specific, but for me, I'm general. Hey, for me, I'm general because I've told you always use that amount of money that you can live to stay in the market for longer term. Okay? That you can live to stay in the market for longer term. That's all. Someone is asking me, does the first buy in amount determine your profit? Yes. If you start with 5 and I start with 10, if we sell automatically, we cannot get the same profits. Never. If you start with the 100, I start with the 1,000, we cannot get the same amount of money in terms of profit. However, as you are looking for profit, always care more about what if the coin fails to sell on time. That is it. Will I be comfortable when my money is in market? And what I've seen, the majority of you are not comfortable with it. When the market just changes, you can see how people are developing pressure. You can see how people are stressful. That is it. So, I think I'm done. Question. My leader, please, why do you think when you are about pressing a trade, the chat section will first open? I've told you. Even people have given answers. Even the people have given you answers, such that you first make analysis, your personal analysis, such that you don't enter the coin anyhow, such that you check and see whether you are in time, whether you are in money. That's all. There's no mistake. Remember, Rachel is artificial intelligent robot. I've answered your question. I've answered your question. I've answered your question. Even other people had already answered that question. Okay? I've answered your question. iPhone, what question do you ask me? Can't. Now, iPhone is asking me, can 25 trade? Why not? If I know people are trading with $30. I ever seen someone trading with $10. Ever seen someone trading with $20? Okay? That is it. Any money can trade with Royal Chu. Any money can trade with Royal Chu. The moment you are satisfied with the capital you will get in return. That is it. If two of us have 100, if two of us have $100, one enters with 5, and the rest for margin calls, and the other enters with 10, and the rest with margin calls. Will they get? Now, the challenge, no one is sure whether all margin calls will be bought. No one is sure. What if the robot stops at 10 at the first entry, and then just go up? what we do is all about assumption. We just assume. But in the long run, the profit will be equivalent to the percentage of the money one has used. That's all. If you've used the 10, you get a percentage of 10. I mean $10. If you've used 100, you get that percentage of the money you've used. So the emphasis should be always put not on the amount of money, but how fast can I go through the trade? That is it. That's why even Royal, as you are going to trade any signal, it first gives you that first page where you first make analysis and make sure that you enter any coin that can give you money. Someone is asking me, how do I do the market analysis? Today in the morning, Leader Julius has been talking about it, the market analysis. Me, I cannot talk about it because each and every day our leaders are committed at exactly 7:30 East African Standard Time. They always wake up very early in the morning, come on Zoom and start talking about it. Now I cannot talk about it here. Can we proceed? Let me see questions. What caused a coin to sell in Royochu, but at the same time remain the market on the other side? It depends on the money you have used. Because you can find that in Royochu you use the 5, yet that coin, if it is in Binance, it starts on 10 if you are to place order. The challenge is always in using small amount of money. That's the challenge. I've never seen someone who used big, at least reasonable amounts of money and their coins fail to sell in Binance. I always see those ones who are using very minimal amounts of money that are facing such. Now let us proceed. Someone has asked me the preset price. Let me proceed. Okay, let me proceed. As I'm sharing my screen, I think I'm done with the first buy in amount. With the first, remember, here you just need to understand. There's no formula I'm going to give you. Here, you just need to get the concept. You know, people are looking for good formulas that can give them money. There's no good formula that can give you money. One just need to get the concept. Have you understood how you determine the first buy in amount? Now, second part is margin call limit. Okay, this is the number of times one would like to invest back the first buy in amount. That's the margin call limit. That's how I can define it. Margin call limit is always equal to number of times one would like to invest back the first buy in amount in the market whenever there is any drastic change or whenever there is a drop in the market. Now, the question is, how do I determine the margin call number or the margin call limit? Remember, always the robot multiply, okay, or is using the first buy to determine other calls or other margin call numbers. So, always you should ask yourself, remember, the first one we said here, you put the amount of money that you are willing to live in the market for longer. Now, how about the margin call limit? But what if, always you should ask yourself, what if the market drops? How much would you like to invest in that one coin? Okay, how much would you like to invest in that one coin? Let me say I'm having 1,000, but I'm that guy who always fear. I'm going to start with 10. And in case of any change in the market, I would like my robot to not exceed $200. Okay? Not to exceed $200 or $100. Let me say, I would like my robot, if there's any change in the market and the market just goes against me, I don't want my robot to exceed $100. That means if I'm going to use multiple of 1, I can use 9. If I'm going to use multiple of 2, I can use 5, 4. Now someone is lost. I'll explain later. So next part or next line is about the whole position take profit. This is the standard for Royal Chu. It's always Royal Chu advising us to take 1.3, but you can edit, you can delete and put the one that you want. You can set 2. But I always tell you, I always encourage you, use a whole sale concept, not retail concept. Retailers take a big percentage from any product they sell, but they take a long time. Wholesalers, they take smaller percentage on any item they sell, and at the end of the day, they sell very many. Who makes more money? I think you all agree that wholesalers, meaning here, at least use the smallest percentage. You can say, I'm going to use 1.5. Meaning, if I use 1.5 and I use 2, 1.5 you will get more money, will get money easily, or your coin will sell easier than the one who used 2 or 3. But the profits can differ. That means if I take only 1.5, I can enter this, take 1.5, I enter another one, take 1.5, I enter another one, take 1.5. As you are waiting, your 3% to come. Then I'm through with it. Margin call, I've talked about it. Whole position take profit, I've talked about it. This one is always given on our coin. They say we use 0.01. Then next part, and it's going to be the last here, it is the margin configuration. You see the margin configuration? We said we have 2 columns, this one and this column. This one shows the percentage at which would you like to go back your robot to and buy for you. Here it shows the multiple of the first buy in amount. That means if I just want 2, I can put 2. If each time I want to double, I use 2. Do you see that now I'm in my I said I want to use 100. Though I'm having 1,000, but I want to use 100 in this coin. And my first buy is 10. That means 100 minus 10, I remain with 90. Okay? Now this is 20, 20, 20, 20. 20 times 20, 80. Plus 10, that is 90. The balance is 10. Okay? I don't know that someone is understanding this particular part. The first column, this one, is multiple buy-in ratio. Whenever the robot is going to buy the first time, if there is a drop of this percentage, the robot will multiply your first buy-in amount with this number. If it is to buy the second time, after the coin drops this percentage, the robot will multiply by this number, and the same by this number, by this number. Some people are complaining that I entered the coin with $20, but now I have found that all my money has been used. It is because of this. It is because of this and this. So meaning, if you don't want your money to be overused, always you should edit. You can even put 1, 1, 1, 1. Or you can even use 0.5. 0.5. Let me say I want, after using the 10, now I want to use 5. 5, 5. You see? I use 0.5. Is someone understanding this part? Let me see. Is someone understanding this part? Preset price, I'm going to explain. The challenge with you, you don't concentrate on what is going on. Instead, you concentrate on what you want. That's why you miss points. Someone is saying, but it is better if it takes all the money so you can make good profit. It depends. It depends. There are some people who always fear to see their money when it is in coin. I've seen those guys. There are very many here. They always want to look at their USDT. And when the USDT is in coin, they are up and down. They are always monitoring the coin. They are making themselves the robot, monitoring the market. Someone is saying, repeat the margin call limit. So when you are using 0 point time, that means you first buy. Yes. So you can alternate anyhow the way you want it. Because the fact is, if the coin is to sell, any setting you use, the coin will sell. And if the coin is to drain the market, no matter any settings you have used, you will drain the market. Meaning, patience is key if you are going to use our signal. Because it doesn't mean that if we send you a signal that it's 100% that it is going to deliver fast. That is why we always send you signals with margin calls, because we expect some changes in the market. Are we together? Now, after that, now the one who has been asking me about the preset price, now I've reached on your part. Because some coins, they have margin calls. After margin calls, they have preset price. Then after here, I'm going to save. Then even here, I'm going to save. And I come back on this page. Do you see this page? We've got what we call the first. No, Ucoin, come back. Ucoin, come back. After here, now you see, we've got this first preset buying price. This is where you click and put in the preset price given. You click here and right here the numbers given. After you save, that means you've entered at that preset price given. Okay? After that, then you determine the mode you want to use. Which mode would you like to use? Okay? Let me show you. There are 3 modes: whole warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, sub-bin real-time settlement. With the whole warehouse mode, all margin calls are sold once. With the sub-bin mode, apart from the 4, any addition can be sold independently, but the profits will not show. Sub-bin mode real-time settlement, apart from the 4 margin calls, the first 4 margin calls, any addition can be sold independently and the profits will show. Now it depends what one would you like to use. Okay? It depends on which one would you like to use. That's all. After that, you save and go and enjoy your life. After that, now you are free to go. After saving and confirming the strategy, the settings, you are free to go and enjoy and sleep. That means I have commanded my robot to set a signal. That's all. Do you have any question? Someone is asking me, you can't see my screen, are you sure? Can you change the strategy mode? Someone is asking me, can you change the strategy mode after the robot has already bought? unless it has not yet exceeded the 4. But the moment you find that it has exceeded the 4 margin calls, you cannot change. That means you have to set it initially. Someone is saying what happens if I switch off margin calls while in trade, the robot will not buy again. It means you've suspended the buying again, all the margin calls. That is it. That is it. That is it. But all in all, friends, all in all, friends, all in all, however much the team is giving you free signal, become responsible traders who go ahead and mastering what others are doing. That is it. Let us start mastering what others are doing. Remember, those signals are given by our team partners. It means we don't have any difference with them. They are using their emotion, they are using their knowledge, they are using their determinations. It means whenever you use any signal, you are using someone's emotion. Whenever you are using any signal, you are using someone's feeling. Now the question is, can't you use your feelings and check those coins and get one that you can trade? It's very possible. Remember, as a team, our goal is to create reliable, self-reliable, or self-reliant leaders who can depend on themselves. We don't want breastfeeding each and every time, That is it. So, may God bless you. I've been with a lot of noise here. May God bless you. May I always take 1 hour because I believe people don't understand because of over teaching. But if someone is to understand, 1 word is enough. That is according to me or according to my belief. That's why I don't know how to do over talking, So someone is asking me, what if I open position doubled? That means whenever the robot is going to invest back the money, it will always double the first buy in amount. That is it. So that is it. My leader, Monica, greetings and thank you for always being here with us. Other leaders, I salute you.